Hi, Mom. How you doing? Uh-oh. My mic must not be working here. Let me. Not yet. Technical difficulties. Well, I'm getting this. Okay, let me just see what I got going on here then. That should have worked. I spent about 10 minutes, maybe close to 15 minutes just getting my phone or my computer updated. So let me see if I can find out what came unplugged. So hold on one second. I'm going to check and see what came unplugged. Be right back. How you doing, Rick? Sorry.
Good.
Okay, I can hear you now. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Can you hear me, Mom? Maybe it's a mom thing. I don't know. Okay, so you can hear me. Mom, you can't hear me, right? Okay. All right. Well, okay. So as long as it's not I won't tear apart my computer as long as I know that you guys can hear me okay.
Okay, I think I figured it out.
We can hear you, Mom.
Oh, yeah, now we can hear you.
Okay, okay. I get better reception on my phone than I do on my computer. I get better audio anyway.
Okay. Well, um, glad you guys are here. I set this up to record automatically. So it should record every single session we have. So that'll be cool.
How can we get the full screen? I mean, how can I get everybody?
If
Let's
you
see.
swipe to the right, you should get everybody who's on and speaking and stuff like that.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Well, it's good to see you guys.
Audrey
Looks like
said she may not be able to get in on it. She'll try, but Ed has a class reunion right now. It started at 1 our time.
Okay.
But she said she'd try to sneak out and see if she could get in.
Sounds
looks
good.
like Scott, you had fun at the game.
We had fun at the game. I don't know. I mean, the pictures, I don't know if the pictures tell the true reality of the whole thing because you're sitting in a space about like as big as this chair. So if this were my spot, I'd be sitting like this, and and then here's the next person over here. My legs are cramped, and sometimes, well, the person who's behind you, normally somebody spills a drink 3 or 4 rows behind you, and it all kind of trickles down, so your feet get sticky on the bottom. What else is there? The heat. The sun comes down right about there, and it's like glaring you right in the face. So my son put it best when he said, "Hey, it looks like you missed a spot with a sunscreen." And I said, "What, you mean this area right here?" And he goes, "Yeah." Because I had put sunscreen on and everything, but it was so hot. It just comes down
Oh,
right the whole time. And we're obviously on the poor side, so the sun's coming down, just glaring us right in the. I saw a picture of, I saw a picture from Doug Earl, who is on the other side in the shade, right
oh
below the
yes.
boxes, and he's enjoying life. And he's just, you can tell he probably has a whole bench to himself,
Right.
and you can tell he probably paid quite a bit more for his seats than we did for ours. So,
Yes.
no, it was actually really fun though. I mean, I had a good time. Uh, Michelle brought her niece to the game, and her niece has MS,
Mhm.
so it was a good time.
Oh, good.
So
Yeah.
who won?
BYU blew them out of the water. It was 41-13. And
Wow.
so, yeah, can't complain about that. It was a good game. We have season tickets now because that's the only way I can spend time with my wife.
Hey Rick, how come you have cool backgrounds?
I don't know. I just selected one.
Oh, I just blurred mine, so the wall. But
So, Rick, how's it feel not being on a mission?
Oh, it feels just fine.
Looks
We're
like you
happy to
guys
be
are out on the
able to
lake.
visit. Happy to be able to see grandchildren again. It's really nice.
Yeah, you guys were out on the lake on kayaks the other day, weren't you?
Yep.
Where was that?
There's a little place up the road. Well, no, the one I posted was probably Farron. We ended up being able to go to our Farron Reservoir
Hmm.
with Tiffany's family for the reunion. As soon as we got back, we basically packed up before we unpacked everything. We just packed up everything to go camping and left.
Oh, that's cool. Should I send out another reminder about the thing today? Oh,
Yeah,
whoa.
Yeah,
it looks
just
like we're missing Stacy and Penny.
Penny,
Okay.
Tony, who's the blank person?
That's Tony.
Okay.
He
I'm
hides so
here.
we can't see what he's doing.
Hey, Tony, there's a reason why I made sure that you started with your video on. You know, that's because
What
we like to see you just sleeping
what
in
is
bed.
that? What is that reason, Scott?
We
So
want
we
to
can
see what
see
you're
you
eating for
hanging out.
dinner. Oh, wait, it's not dinner time for you guys yet.
Well, that's what everyone else is doing is they're making food right now.
And it's fast Sunday and you're fasting.
Yeah.
We
Um,
just had chicken cordon bleu. It was good.
well, we have Marin's we have I'm sorry, Brendan's family, his future in-laws here, so I can't stay on a whole long time. I can probably let this thing record on the computer and log in with my phone too. It's a whole lot easier logging in my phone and then walk in there.
I should probably go pretty quick too, because we're celebrating Trisha's birthday today. Her birthday was yesterday, so we're having a family party
oh,
today.
that's right.
Mm.
Nice.
Audrey, you made it. Oh, Stacy, why do you think it was her haircut looks like Audrey's?
You think so?
Yes.
You do look
Maybe
like
my glasses are a little off.
I've been noticing them a lot lately. I think so. Yeah, well, we're eating dinner right now too, so.
Okay.
Yeah, then I get to go watch grandkids so that Kaylin and Devin can go to the evening sacrament meeting service. Kaylin was working and Devin was getting the girls ready for church, and they were all ready, but they hadn't had breakfast. And so he went to get ready and told Camille to make some Eggo waffles. And so she did that. Then she was watching the baby. And Lily and Olivia decided they were still hungry. So they went and got some frozen Eggo waffles, put syrup on it, stuck it in the microwave for 9 minutes.
Oh,
So Devin came out of his room to smoke in the house and what's going on? And so that took a while to straighten that out. And they came to church. They got there right after the sacrament, but they smelled like burnt food. And so Kaylin and Devin and Camille are going to go to the evening sacrament service so they can have sacrament. And I'm going to go watch the little girls.
Well, I here's what I say then. I say let's make this a quick meeting.
Yeah.
Yeah, should we summarize it really quick and make it a quicker meeting and say let's get this thing. I don't know, 'cause
real
they're
quick.
they're actually eating in there right now while I'm in here. I'm feeling a little left out.
Oh, yeah.
It's going a little. Anyways, let's make it a quick one. I'll start off. Is that okay?
Yep.
Sure.
Okay. I'm just gonna go ahead and start by saying it's been fun in the summertime, but I'm really sad that school has started. And I could start crying if my lip starts to quiver. You know that it's hard going back to school. So hard. Anyways,
You're
I love
having
my
too
students.
much fun.
Yeah, I love my students, but I have way too much fun in the summertime. Yeah, schools have started, so we're just working on the next thing, which is the next wedding for us. We have the Stookies here at our house. They're actually going to spend the weekend with us. We're going to get to know them a little bit better. We're going to go to Payson Onion Days, which we don't know why it's called Payson Onion Days because there's not an onion in Payson. So you can see why they'd say orchard, the orchards and cherries and peaches but onions. Eh. Anyways, we're gonna go find out why this weekend and just kind of hang out. Other than that, we're planning for a wedding for Brendan, and we're getting really excited to meet to get to know the Stookies a little bit better. They are a fun family, so we're just gonna hang out with them for the weekend and enjoy life. So That's the way it is. I'll tell you what, we'll go as yeah, so I guess that's all I have to say. We're gonna go from me to mom. Is that okay, mom? I'm gonna go buy my screen, which would be mom and then Julie and then Kenneth. Or no, Kenneth, you gotta go, don't you?
Not right now. No.
Okay, we'll make it
I,
quick.
I was just saying it would be nice if the meeting was quicker. Yeah,
Okay,
today.
we'll make it quick. So mom, go ahead.
Although
Okay.
I had a quick question for you, Scott. Do they
Yeah.
have good peaches down there? Like I'm looking for
Oh,
good go buy good peaches and I don't know where to go.
oh, you know what? They have these McMullen peaches down here, and we buy boxes of them. They what they do is they tempt you. They have a stand right by the Highway 89, and as you're driving by, they have just boxes of them sitting right there, and you can't just stop without grabbing a couple of boxes. Fresh
Mhm.
peaches are the best, and
Okay, I'll have to pick
especially,
some up.
oh man,
Keetra's, but Keitra is going to be selling peaches
okay.
for a.
Oh, wow.
Actually, she's selling peaches right now for a fundraiser for choir and orchestra. They're going on tour to New York this year, and it costs a lot of money, so they're trying to raise as much as they can. So she's selling peaches and apples um, right now. So I can give you that information too. They're good
Yeah,
peaches. We
send
bought a
that
bunch of
over.
boxes last year, and we canned some and we freeze dried some, but um, they're yeah, I can get you the information too. I don't remember how much they cost per box or anything like that, but they're
Well, we would support Keitra and buy some more boxes of peaches too. So
yeah, I can send you guys some stuff if you want. She's selling peaches and they're actually having a new fundraiser like every month. So I can send out emails and if anyone is interested, you're welcome to. No pressure, obviously,
yeah,
but
that's cool.
there's a lot of fundraisers that they do throughout the year because it's like $2,200 per student to go to New York for, a week on and do they gotta get taught by Broadway um, cast and the pit orchestra and stuff. Pretty cool.
That's awesome.
So what are peaches going for this year?
Well, I don't know how much you're getting them for. You probably get a pretty good price, and they probably buy them in bulk for you guys.
Not sure how much they're costing. I could go look at the email real quick, but I want to say they're
Oh,
like $40 a box or something like that.
okay. Just wondering.
That's
Yeah,
Um,
good.
here in North Dakota, they're about $60 a box. So
Oh
well,
wow.
Wow.
Well, seeing how I mean, ours are right down the road, and the lady that sells them to us, she's actually a teacher, a first grade teacher, was a first grade teacher at Santa Cruz Elementary, so we get them for a little bit better price, but I still like the idea of supporting Keitra. So
I think she gets like $15 towards her trip for every box she sells. So
okay, that's cool.
um, that's nice. But yeah, there and we always buy some because we like to have peaches, and yeah, we're gonna pay for it anyway. So we might as well get some peaches out of it.
So
right.
for every box we buy, we're helping Kenneth out and Keitra.
That's right.
yeah.
I like that. Hmm.
Okay, so is it my turn?
Yeah, Mom, let's hear about all
Okay.
your stuff.
Okay, so what's been going on here? Well, today was Jana's baby's blessing, and um, she and her family are going to go down to Twin Falls and visit with her family for Taft's family for the weekend. And well, the weekend's about over, but they are having a big fair down there, and it was Bryn's birthday, and she wanted to go to the fair, and so that's going to be fun for them. Um, I enjoy church because I get to see all my grandkids and my great grandkids when I go to church because we're all in the same ward now. It's kind of fun, but anyway, so Monty Christofferson has been here working on our house this last week on the roof, and he's been putting the soffits up, and he's got almost all of them done right now. He's just going to probably come back this week and put the rest of the soffits up, and then next week he will bring the metal and put the metal on in the fascia, and it will be done. So the roof will be done, but the rest of the front part of the house is kind of on hold right now, because the guy that was going to do it that was going to do the carport and deck. He actually is really, really busy and has a lot of other things going on. And so he's not doing anything. So it hasn't even been started yet, which is sad because I got a phone call from Bobby Fisher, who is the USDA, the government official that's working with me, and he wanted to know how the progress is coming along. And he told me that the government isn't giving out any more grants and haven't been for the last 6 months. And my grant was approved last December. And they're holding these funds for me, but they're not going to hold them forever. And the roof is contingent on the door being fixed, which means it needs to have the carport and deck, or else I can close off the door. I can take the door out and just fill that in, and that would take care of it. So I don't know. But anyway, I have the grant for the carport and deck for $10,000. So I hope that can take place. Other than that, we have a little garden. I do, but it's not doing really well. I have those little yellow pear tomatoes coming on. They're just about this big, but they're really delicious. I have quite a few tomatoes. They're ripening, but most everything else is really, really slow. Don't have any squash yet. I've had a couple of little tiny cucumbers about this big. And just everything is really slow. So I don't know. I'll have to see. I've got Brad coming to put the Visqueen on next week probably. And maybe it'll help hold the moisture in. And I don't know what it will do, but maybe that will help. Other than that, let's see. I guess nothing else is going on in my life except just trying to keep up with everything. Just a lot that I don't know where my time all goes, because it seems like I just don't have time to get everything in, the exercising, the reading the scriptures, and the laundry and the housework and the feeding my company when they come to do the roofs and the gardening and everything. It just seems like it takes so long to do it, but it's working and I'm doing better. I usually lose my crutches because I walk around the kitchen without crutches and just kind of holding on to tables and the counters and stuff. And then I say, "Oh, where's my crutch?" I quite
Your
often
legs
I
doing a
just
lot
use
better
one.
though? Mom, your
What?
legs doing a lot better?
Yeah, they are. And I bought a little exercise cycle that I can use. You can tighten it up and pedal. You pedal on it and use your arms and feet, and that's strengthening my legs and my arms both. And I do jump on the rebounder a lot and trying to get all my exercises done every day. I skip 1 or 2 days, but I'm doing really a lot better. And a lot of times I just walk with one crutch, and I don't know if that's good or not, if that's making my body lopsided, but I can walk with my left leg and then use the crutch for the right leg. I'm almost ready to start using a cane. If my right wrist was strong enough, I probably could. But anyway, we'll see how it goes.
How's the pain? How's the pain in your hip? Is it gone?
Yeah, there's no pain there. The only pain is when I try to stand on it. I mean, when I can stand on it with both legs. And there's no pain really, except if I just tried to walk without it. I can do it for just a second and then, just make a quick step. But it still needs some time to heal. And I don't know if I need more protein or whatever, but I'm working on it. So I'm coming along better, so
Okay. Well,
it's
thank you, Mom.
exciting.
We love you so much, and hope you get better soon. I mean, well, you're sounds like you're doing a lot better all the time.
Yeah. Oh, I do want to mention one thing because I think it's really important that each of us is really up on what's going on, in the government and in other countries and in our politics and things because um, you need to start saving your money and using it for things that you need and really getting ready for what might be in the near future because it looks like things are going to culminate coming up pretty soon. So kind of keep up on things and watch those videos that I send to you because some of them are talks by the prophet President Nelson that tell us, you need to be preparing, get ready. So I know we're trying, and I know we're all keep getting our food storage, but there's other things that we need to prepare for, specifically coming out of Babylon and listening to the Spirit. So other than that, I don't have anything else.
Okay, thank you,
But
Mom.
I just
Love
want
you.
you to know how much you know, I always feel a little bit selfish. I feel kind of guilty because I have so many blessings, and um, I it's just amazing that when I look at my other friends and everything, and I say, I almost don't even want to get up and bear my testimony because I feel like I'm bragging because I have so many blessings. But you guys are my main blessings, and I love you so much. I do miss Dad. He was my big blessing. Other than Jesus Christ, I love the Lord so much. I have a really strong testimony. I want you to know that I do. And now I'll give it back to you, Scott.
Okay, well, thank you, Mom. We love you too. You are a blessing too. Julie.
Okay. So if you all saw the picture, Jonathan and Christy got sealed in
It's exciting.
Spokane. That was great. The funniest part of all, I don't know if I mentioned it, Perrin, he's on this spectrum. He We were in the sealing room and the sealer was talking to the kids, and Jonathan and Christy had already been sealed and they were getting ready to seal the kids to them. And he said, "Now, kids, I need you to promise me that you'll be on your best behavior and listen and follow directions." And Perrin looks at him and says, "I just can't do that." So Um, and everybody laughed because they knew Perrin. Everyone that was in there knew Perrin, and they knew he was just being honest. He could not promise to be on his best behavior because it's Perrin. Anyway, but it was really a wonderful day, and we enjoyed it. Then let's see. So I watch Kaylin's kids 3 days a week. The other 2 days I sub at the school, and then occasionally I'll have Saturdays and Sundays where I don't have to do any kind of work, but I did sign up at the store to be an Instacart shopper, just in case I get bored. So yesterday I went down and I shopped 2 orders and delivered them and shopped one more that was going to be picked up at the store. I figured it was okay because I was going to do my own shopping anyway. You only have one store here. I know that's kind of hard for you to fathom, a town with just one store. Oh, wait, you grew up in Kuski. So, yeah. Anyway, so yeah, school just started, and Olivia was the most excited to go to school because she's been waiting and waiting because she always was told she couldn't go to school until she was 5. So last year, her birthday is September 26th. She turned 5, and the next day she got her backpack out and was all ready to go to school. Her mom's like, "No, you have to wait." And she goes, "But I'm 5." So she gets to go to school and she is enjoying it. And she's probably driving her teacher crazy, but she always tells me, "I tried my hardest, Grandma. I tried my hardest." I'm like, okay. So that's fun. Let's see, anything else? You can you think of it? Let's see, Jonathan, okay, Jenica changed departments. She's still at SEL, but now she has a lot less manager headaches, which she likes. Kaylin and Devin. Devin still has that misdemeanor that won't go away until after he has his trial. And they keep pushing the trial back. And it was really frustrating for Kaylin and Devin, and because he won't plead guilty. That's what his lawyer wanted him to do. He said, "Why don't you just do the guilty plea and then they'll wipe it off your record in a year?" And he's like, "But I'm not guilty. So I'm not going to plead guilty." So then Kaylin looked it up, and this guy has over 100 cases that he's working on right now, and they're all like felony cases, and they're all more important than Devin's little misdemeanor case. And so he keeps pushing it back. So they're trying to figure out how they're going to deal with that. But he did get a job that didn't need a background check because most of the big gas and oil companies here, if you get a job with them, you have to have a background check. And so, so he is working, but it's very frustrating to them to not be able to get this just wrapped up and done with, because if they just take it to court, there's no evidence because nothing happened, and it's just not happening for them. So, Jacob and Danette, they're doing really good. I think they're going to go up and help Kyle a little bit with his house. Because Jacob and Kyle, best friend cousins, you know. And Justin and Brooklyn, they're just watching out for tornadoes. Tornadoes keep ripping through there. But that's what you get when you live in Kansas. So, you know, it's Kansas. Jason was telling us some things about being prepared. He said, you know, he's in the National Guard, and he said their higher ups told them, you guys need to be prepared for anything. This you have your families prepared. And they showed him maps of like safe places and you know, and not safe places. And North Dakota is not a safe place. You might think it would be because, you know, what goes on in North Dakota? Well, you're driving along, there's a bunch of missile silos. And of course, the oil fields. So North Dakota is not really a safe place, but I think there's maps out there that show you safe places. Anyway, so he was reminding us also at our family reunion that you do need to be prepared. You need to have a plan. You need to be physically prepared and spiritually prepared. And like Mom said, you need to listen to the prophet and pray. And probably everyone needs to prepare in different ways too, because we all live in different areas and different things will happen in different areas. So it's just good to follow your own revelation that you get. So it's good to be on that page. Yeah, we're just hanging out in North Dakota, and like I said, trying not to be bored.
That's good. Well, thank you,
Oh
Julie.
yeah.
Oh,
One more thing. Scott got a call from the Lewiston stake. They wanted to know if he could come there and help with a preparedness um Dutch oven cooking type thing, but it was like a preparedness fair. So
I gave him Kyle's name.
yeah, I gave him Kyle's name because Kyle does that. But yeah, he's like, well, if it would have been this week or this week, I could have done it. But I'm in North Dakota, so I can't just run over and do a Dutch oven cooking show. So all right, I am done, and now you can turn it over to the next person.
thank you,
Hi,
Julie.
Audrey.
Now I can see Audrey and Stacy right next to each other, and I see the difference. Sorry, I called Stacy and she locked in. Sorry about that. Okay. Anyways, it's been a long day, a long week. Kenneth, you're up. By the way, we're going fast, guys. So Audrey, just so you know, we're in and out. We're gonna get this done today quick because we all have family waiting. So we know you do too. So I know you can't stay long. Do you want to say something? Well, Kenneth needs to get off too. So go ahead, Kenneth.
That's cool. Yeah. So we've just been going along. School started, as everyone's been saying. So We not yesterday, but the Saturday before that, we dropped Corbin off down at SUU again for the next couple semesters. So he's down there. He's loving his classes. He's got a lot of hard classes this year or this semester. He got the easy ones out of the way, so he's loving his new curriculum because he loves the high end math. So he's taking calculus 3, linear algebra, quantum physics, and like some other, is it differential equations or something? Anyway, he's taken like a whole bunch of really high end math classes and physics, and he's
And
loving.
loving every minute of it, I
Yeah,
bet.
he absolutely loves that. Keitra is just started as a junior this year in high school, so and she's in 2 choirs and 2 orchestras and the pit orchestra. So she's in all the things that she can be for music, and she loves that. She's also the alto section leader, and she is in leadership position in the orchestra as well. And let's see, Gavin, this is his first year of middle school. So he's just started 7th grade. And so he's starting band and he's playing the clarinet. And he's so excited about it. He's been figuring out songs at home and, do it like just practicing all the time and stuff. Of course, the novelty is going to wear off, but he's loving playing the clarinet right now. So that's pretty fun for him. Um, that's about it for us. Otherwise, we're yesterday was Trisha's birthday, so we're celebrating that. And Keitra turns 17 on September 17th, which was Grandpa's birthday, of course.
Yeah.
Wow.
But there you go.
And we're anybody wants to buy peaches or
Yeah,
apples, Kenneth put in the chat room how
that's
much it is,
true.
right?
Keetra's selling peaches and apples and popcorn for fundraisers to go on tour early next year. And so I put there's boxes of 22-pound boxes of peaches for $40 and 22-pound boxes of Honeycrisp apples for $50. So if anyone's interested, that would help. Of course, a lot of you live so far away that we wouldn't be able to get the peaches or apples to you, but those who live close by, we'll go pick them up from the school and drive them to your house. So
40 pounds is really big. I mean, that's worth
they're
2 loaves.
22 pounds. 22 pounds. They're
Okay.
normal size, but it's $40.
Okay,
So,
got it.
but they are fresh from the orchard from Cherry Hill Farms. So,
That's cool. Okay. Yeah, and that's supporting her to go on tour. That's awesome. And
yeah, she gets $15 a box towards her tour fees. So,
that's awesome. That's really good. That's nice of them to do that. That's really cool. Rick, you're up.
Okay. We're just getting back into civilian life, I guess, going camping and not having to wear white shirts and fix food for 50 people every other night and stuff like that, teach institute classes. But it's been good to see our grandchildren and our kids and everyone like that. Dajel almost got in an accident when his motorcycle had one of the bolts came out of the brake calipers, and so the calipers started rubbing and slowed him down really fast, and he was able to keep it from tipping over. And then Laura, I guess she got an e-motorcycle, and she went riding on it for the first big ride or whatever, and she crashed, but is just sore all over, like her left side where she landed on some soft ground and didn't get scratched up in that. So, you learn about speed and all those, physics things that we don't have to go and learn about like Corbin. and when you crash.
Real life lessons about physics.
Yeah. And I remember in Payson, my brother-in-law, uh, he said that they had onions. He said they had a whole acre, 2 acres in onions, and they had this onion days, and he loved it. So I hope you have fun at it. Hope you like raw and cooked onions, though. I don't know what they do with them, onion rings or what, but he said they had this big onion days and all this stuff.
Well, do you know where he
Um,
lives or if he still has them? Because he might be the only one.
he doesn't live in Payson anymore, so
He must have
I don't
taken the
know.
onions with him then, I guess. So
Yeah, he probably did. His dad had onions, so maybe it's a celebration of what used to be.
maybe so. It
Um,
could be. It could be. Very well be.
um, so yeah, other than that, we're just enjoying grandchildren that we haven't got to see for a while. You know, they're all of a sudden they're like twice as big as they were. Our 7 grandchildren range from 6 months up to 3.5. So they're still pretty small, but they're they're handfuls and lots of fun.
How's Michael doing?
Michael is in school out in Nevada. He's learning how to farm with William DeMille out there and how to grow things. He graduates from the program in 2 weeks here, and then we'll go pick him up there, and it's like around Wells, Nevada, up there. And he's working in an area where they've got a greenhouse and stuff. One of the projects they do is, like when they got there a few months ago, they had to plant and that, and now at the end of the semester, they're supposed to feed other students for the day from the stuff that they grew.
Wow.
So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, yeah.
That's cool.
So yeah.
Thanks.
Cool. Well, thank
So
you,
that's how
Rick,
he's
for
doing.
the update. Anybody, any other updates from any of your other kids? Melanie and Dajal? Yeah.
Dajel got work. He didn't have work for quite a while, but he got work, and so now he's doing better. You know, it's in the financial field, but he's in the manufacturing plant. But he figures out if the if the products that people come to him and say we want to sell this product for this price, and then he can go through and calculate it and say, okay, we can or can't make that product work, and say we could make it for this much or something, and hopefully they can beat whoever else is giving them a bid too. So
That's
Are
awesome.
that's
they
what he
still
does.
where are they living?
Uh, so all of our kids live in St. George still.
Oh, good.
Laura and Justin Day live pretty close. I mean, they're not right next to us, but they live in St. George area too. We get to see, um, yeah, we can see any of them just by running over and seeing them or having them come over and visiting.
That's
Good.
awesome.
So it's good.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much, Rick. I'm proud to call you my older brother, and I'm glad you got off your mission fine. And that's 2 missions now you've had. So it's good. You made it through 2 of them. Let us know when your third one starts.
Well, you know, you can do a mission from home. You don't have to go on one. You can just
That's
do
true.
one from home.
Yeah.
So,
All right, Tony, you're up, buddy.
All right. You sure you don't want Audrey to go first?
I'm sure Audrey wants to hear this.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah. Go ahead.
so we got Steffi's been home, so she'll be heading back to BYU, Idaho, I think next week. So we're getting ready to kick her back into school. Um, she's losing her roommate, Natalie Taylor, because Natalie's going on her mission. And so Steffi's bummed about that. But yeah, Dan and Holly are going to be stopping down here. I think Tuesday they're coming to stay in the night, and then Wednesday they're dropping off Natalie in the MTC. So that's cool. Um, Talon is, it's his senior year, and he's got some of those concurrent enrollment classes that he's very frustrated with because they ask him to do a lot of work, and he doesn't want to do a lot of work. So he's complaining about the amount of papers he's got to write and stuff like that. It's kind of funny. Um, but yeah, and then Landon is in first grade finally. So Tracy's loving having all the kids in school, right? So she doesn't have to run back and forth in the middle of the day anymore. Lily picked up guitar. She's taken a guitar class, so she got one of those, and she's been learning how to play that and practicing that. So that's a lot of fun. And yeah, that's about it. The rest of it, we're just going along, you know,
What grade
doing
is Lily in?
the things we do. I think she's in 8th grade.
8th grade, and Ben?
7th or 8th. Ben, I think, just started 6th grade.
I think Lily's 1 year ahead of Gavin, so that would make her in 8th grade because Gavin just
Yeah.
started 7th. Yeah.
Okay.
And since Ben is in 6th, then yeah, I think so. So
Yeah, that makes sense.
and yeah, they're doing really good. So and then I did pick up, just as a side note, Dexcom came out with their first non-prescription continuous glucose monitor, so I thought I'd try it out. So I picked up one of those, and honestly, right now I don't trust the readings on it because it seems like it's way too low for me. Every time I check myself, I check it, I'm like, these things, it's like they're random number generator or something. Like, what the heck? So you guys might have some advice for me on people that do use it at some point. If you do, reach out to me, because right now I'm like, this is bogus numbers. But I'm giving it a shot to see. I just wanted to know how things are working for me. So I can tell, it does give me like, oh, my blood sugar should be spiking about now because I see it going up. So I check it, and it's like, you're at 118. I can prick my finger, you're at 142. Like, oh, that's a big difference. Maybe that's within spec. Who knows?
Yes.
Well, that's cool.
I know
But
that at first when I've used the glucose monitor just a little bit, one of those you stick on the arm. I guess the others might
Yep.
they more, but I used one for a few weeks, and it said that the first like week or so it like had to get used to your body or something like that and get more accurate.
That's what
And
I
then
keep hearing.
once in a while you might get a bad one, and then you send it back and get another one.
Yeah, I did reach out to them. I'm like, I think this is bogus. And they sent me a replacement, but I haven't used the replacement yet. I'm still trying the first one because I keep hearing, oh, give us some time. It might calibrate itself or something. So I'm like, all right, I'll wait a little longer and see, and then maybe I'll try the replacement and see how that goes. But anyway, it does give me some idea of what's going on at the time, right? Oh, it's going up or it's sticking around the same. But there are times where I've checked it and it's like, I'm at 120 and it says I'm at 80. I'm like, that's ridiculous. Like, come on.
so let me get this right, Tony. You actually like to torture yourself. So not only do you like to stick that thing in your arm, you like to just poke your finger every once in a while.
Oh, constantly. I've gone through a pack of 50 finger prick things in like a week because I'm like trying to see how accurate this thing is, and my fingers hate me now. I'm like, why am I doing this?
Yeah, I don't know why you're doing that, Tony. But I'm glad you are, because you're doing work for all the Earls. Thank you very much. The Earl man, I guess I should say. So thank you, Tony. Appreciate the work.
Anyway, if it gets better, if the second one works better, then I'll let you guys know what I think. But so far, sometimes I think, yeah, it's close enough. It's kind of giving me an idea, but yeah, I feel like it's not.
That's what's always off.
Yeah.
That's what's off 20 points. I don't know. It was off all the time. So
Okay.
I
Maybe that's
just
normal.
double check it with the pricking one. And I trust that one more.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway,
20 points is within
that's
range.
about it. Oh, what's that, Stacy?
20 points is within range. So it can be off by 20 points either direction and it's still considered accurate. And so it may or may not get better for you, but and it depends on if you're sleeping on it, if you're laying on it, if there's all kinds of things that can vary, cause a variable.
If it doesn't get more accurate, then to me it's not really worth it, because I want to know, like, I want to know more specifics, right? Like, since I'm not diabetic, And that's the point of this one is I don't want, but I wanted to be close. But yeah, they did say that, but I also there have been times, like I said, where um I'll be 120 and it's in the 90s. I'm like, that's not even that's like ridiculous, but not all the time. So, but
Okay.
anyway,
Well, keep us
it's good
updated.
to see patterns, and I think that the most benefit is that I can see what foods make me stay high for a long time, right?
Yeah.
That kind of thing. And high for me isn't high for you guys, but it at least lets me know, like, oh, that's up there for a while, like
Okay.
pizza.
Awesome. Well, I'll tell you, we're doing pretty good, you guys. We got through 6 people in 45 minutes. We're going to try and get out of here by 4 o'clock. Is that okay, Kenneth?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll try and get out. So 15 minutes. Just so you know, those who got on, we're going in order. So are you okay, Audrey, staying on for a little longer till 4 o'clock?
I think so. I stayed in Ed's class reunion until I thought it was okay for me to sneak out for a while. And he's still in there. So
Okay. Well, we'll have Audrey go next just because we don't know if she's still gonna have signal. It sounds like it's pretty rough. But remember, we're gonna go quick today, guys. We're gonna get it done because I know my family's waiting to eat dinner, and we have family here, and so does Kenneth, and so does a lot of you guys. So, Audrey, you're up.
I guess we don't have a whole lot going on here. We've had a couple people in the lodge and villas, so we've been cleaning over there off and on, and we've been getting huckleberries and wood. And Kyle decided to post on Facebook Marketplace for $25 a quart, and people are wanting them. So I've been selling huckleberries, and we used to sell them for $25 a gallon, and now they're $5 a quart. So,
Hey, Audrey, how did your big group go that was right after us?
it was really good, but we're really they needed us a lot to help them with a lot of things, but it was good. They said they really had a good time, and
they were nice to them.
They were happy to be there, be able to do that. That was the first reunion that had a long time. So, because they can't find a place to do their reunions because they have too many people. But it went well. So,
how many showed up?
200.
Wow.
Did they treat you nice?
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they treated us nice, and
that was Sedgwick's.
Yeah, and they really enjoyed themselves. So that's the best part of it. We had Jana's baby's blessing today, and we've been enjoying having her around. And they're heading back home to Salmon for a bit, and then they're going to come back up for. Jana's good. I'm glad she's in Salmon because she can come visit me whenever Taft goes. He has to go back east to work a lot, so when he goes for longer than a couple days, she's just going to come visit us. So that's kind of nice. And we are going to North Dakota this coming week. We have an offer on the shop and office from our business there, and it's been up for sale for a few months, and we finally got an offer. So we're going to finish cleaning it up and have it ready for them. So that's kind of the big.
Well, that's good. Yeah.
So, yep. That's about it for us, I guess.
All right. Well, thank you, Audrey, for your input. Appreciate it. Sounds like things are going well, and hopefully the Sedgwicks will be repeat customers for next year. That'd be nice. Okay.
Yeah.
We're moving on to Stacy. By the way, we are at 3:49, so we still have 10 minutes left. I think so. Just make it kind of quick, Stacy, and Penny. We'll call it good at 4. Okay. All right, Stacy. Let's hear it.
Oh, mine's kind of quick anyway, because I not feeling good. I've got a sore throat and a cough and all that kind of stuff. Hopefully it'll go away before I have to go back to work. But let's see, changes around here. Whitney has a job. She got a job with Melaleuca. And so she's working there full time and she gets to do fun things like plan events and travel with them and things. So she'll be traveling quite a bit probably. And Ben went back to college for his last semester. He's going to graduate at the end here of the semester. So he's doing that. And Brooke and Corey just bought a house and it's here in Idaho Falls. So that's nice that they've got a house. They've been having to buy furniture though, because they sold everything that they had when they moved from Tennessee because they didn't want to have to move it back and forth and back and forth. So now they're trying to acquire furniture. And other than that, everything's pretty close to the same, I think.
Have you tried singing? I hear that sometimes when you can't talk, you can
You can
sing.
sing.
Have
Oh,
you
if I
tried
could
that?
breathe.
That's nice. Wow.
Oh, I have to show Penny one thing here. She was asking me yesterday about bread, and I just baked. So today I baked a sourdough sandwich bread. And so you bake it in your regular pan. Let me turn this around so I can see where my video is.
We might need a video on this, Stacy.
That's what I told her.
Here is the video. Haha. Oh, it's like it's blurry.
Blurry.
Why is it blurry?
Background blurry, huh?
Yeah, it's got the black background. Let me see if I can change that. None.
It's a
There we
beautiful
go.
photo.
There you go.
There we go. So it's sourdough. I didn't use any yeast in it, and I just baked it in my regular loaf pan. And it turned out well. There's a turn this back around. There, the recipe that I used also said that you could use it with part or whole wheat. So I'm going to try that next time. Try it with part wheat flour. See how that works. And you have to change a couple of things on it. Where did my picture go? I don't know.
We still
We
see
see you. We see you.
Okay, anyway, you have to change a couple of things, not like add more water. But I figure I'll try that before I, tell you guys to do it.
Well, it looks good.
But yeah, but this loaf turned out great, and it didn't use any yeast, and I baked it the same day. So anyway, that's all I have to say.
We'd be super interested in something like that. So yeah,
Mhm.
I want videos.
You know what, Stacy,
Yeah.
I would love for you to make me a loaf. I don't think I want to make it myself, but I would drive all the way to Idaho Falls to get some.
Sure, you would.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If I ever had the time. Thank you very much, Stacy. Appreciate it. Penny, you have literally 8 minutes. By the way, this is
Well,
recorded, and I'm
okay.
going to save the recording and send it to you guys as a link, so you can watch the part you missed if you were gone.
Okay, I was gonna say who
The
all
rest
did
of it.
go or who didn't go.
But I started this thing recording as soon as I clicked. I mean,
Okay.
from me just staring at the screen and with nobody
Okay.
here until now.
All right. Well, let's see. So basically, I got a job at Legacy Charter School as a part-time one-on-one assistant with a special needs student. And it's just in the morning, 7:45. I get there and I'm done at 11:15. So it's 3.5 hours and it's 5 minutes away. So I can walk home if Dave needs the car. But the other day he took the trip down to Utah to go pick up our other car that we were lending to Amber and Garrett so we could have two cars because it was getting a little rough with one car. So, and they got their car fixed, the air conditioner fixed. So we have two cars now. Yay. And then yeah, I've been baking lots of sourdough bread and kefir. I've been having lots of that, protein shakes. Let's see, Dave's some of his clients, lot of his clients have finished their session, what do you call them? From 6 months or 3 months or their year thing, contracts, stuff like that. And then his one of his most highly paid client that was for it was like an ongoing one that we've had was with him and his wife. That for some reason they needed to stop. So basically, he's going to continue being a coach, but he's also going to apply for a job. So, so there's a project manager job coming up. His friend in our ward told him about, so he's going to apply for that, and hopefully he gets that. So I've been I've been teaching since school started part-time, and then I'm going to start my sewing classes this Tuesday and Wednesday. So 2 times a month for 2 hours each. So they'll get their 4 hours still. And I'll be teaching a lot less often, like not 1 hour a week every week, but 2 hours, 2 times, then I can have a week off. So every other, type of thing. So there's that. And then, so it works great because the teaching in the morning and then I get off and then noon to 2 will be my sewing classes. And then after school hours, then I'll be
Brittany,
doing one-on-one
Yeah.
also with special needs or disability. So like I told you guys earlier with a community service work. So I'm kept pretty busy. Last night I stayed up pretty late with sourdough bread. I went to bed at 2 in the morning because I didn't want it to. Oh, so it was in the. I had two different batches going. One that was Stacy's recipe, and another one was just a normal bread one. But anyways, so I stayed up till 2. So I was taking a nap, and then I'm like, oh no, I'm supposed to be here for the Zoom. So yeah, I just woke up just out of the blue. I didn't set a timer. That's my problem. So anyways, let's see. Um let's see. Katie did get the job, the Med Pass job at the let's see, at the prison. So she's handing out, medicine and making sure they swallow it at the prison. So she's enjoying that. That's early in the morning, 4 to whatever, but it's a 4-hour job. She can get it done faster if she can. She still gets paid 4 hours, but yeah, she's enjoying that.
does she have
And
to ask them to open their mouth so she can
yes,
see if they swallowed it?
yes, yeah, she does. She gives it
I
to
don't like
them. They swallow, and then she has to make sure that they swallow. She's like, open your mouth, lift up your tongue, the whole thing.
a trick that they do for dogs is you put the medicine in a piece of cheese, you give them the cheese and they eat it. So maybe you could just like hide it in some food and then say, here you go. Here's a piece of
They'll
cheese.
know that trick after one time. Um, yeah. So, um, oh, Dave posted yesterday. I don't know if you saw whoever did, but all of his YouTube videos got deleted or taken down. I guess he was reading The Way of Mastery, or I'm not sure. No, 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 not A Way of Mastery. It was something else. It was a Gentle Art of Blessing, but some people in different countries that wanted to read it, they didn't have the money to buy it. So he was just reading it as a group, whatever, but he was reading it out loud and putting it up there. And apparently it's under copyright or something,
Copyright
but they
restrictions.
didn't say anything. He's had quite a few videos and the information was out there for free. So then they just took them all down. No, what do you call it? No
No warning or
warning,
anything.
no nothing. And then they took out all of his other channels or all of his other videos that had nothing to do with that down to, I'm like, okay, that was
Did,
quite,
did he get banned?
I think they're like, nah, you can't have it. So I'm like, are
I
you
just
gonna
usually
appeal
can't.
that and
No.
tell them, hey, I didn't get any. Anyways, so hopefully you
Yeah.
could get that figured out. But yeah, that's unfortunate. So, oh
Yeah,
well.
right here. Well, that's good.
And did Ken go already?
Everybody's already gone. You're the
Everyone else
last
is
Okay,
gone.
so I'll listen to everybody else's.
So I'm gonna save this, record it, and well, it's recorded. I'm gonna save it. I'll pop it up there in a link. I'll put it somewhere really quick right now before I even leave. Appreciate everybody for what they've done. Tiffany had a question really quick about the reunion. Is that right, Rick?
Yeah.
So
So we're just wondering when the Cox reunion is.
yeah,
Because
so I'll just
we'll
make
want to
that
do
clear
that.
right now. It's I just want to, and I'll put a plug in for it because it is so important to go to these reunions. It's the last weekend in June. It always is.
Last
Always
weekend of
that
June.
last weekend in June. So fourth weekend in June, that's when it is. And I'll post more information as I hear about it. We actually have a Zoom meeting next week with the Cox reunion committee. So I'll get back to you on that. So yeah, our reunion. Oh, and you because you guys are thinking about dates for the Earl reunion, right? Is that right?
Yep. So we'll start planning it and do it around those dates probably.
Okay. All right. Thank
That'd
you
be
guys for
great.
being here. And thank you guys for everything. I love you guys. Love all my brothers and sisters. And
Love
I
you.
apologize for
Well,
everything I did when I was a kid. I know. I have to keep saying that. But anyways,
I
I
have
love you
trauma.
guys.
Okay, no, just kidding.
Yeah.
Remember, I couldn't wait for you to go on your mission, and he's so mean. And now you come
Really?
back. I'm like, what? What happened?
Well,
He's a
I was
different
me before my mission.
guy. Yes,
I don't remember
yes.
any of that. Penny,
Tony,
I just remember
Ken.
you saying, oh, they're okay, never mind. Okay, you know we better stop this. It is actually
Okay.
4:01. It's we're going to be off at 4. So I unfortunately can't tell any more stories, but I love you guys, and you guys are awesome. I will stop this, and we'll see you guys next month.
Okay,
This is
love
a
y'all.
recurring
all
thing,
Bye.
right.
and I will
Love
post.
See
you
ya.
all
Bye.
so
Love you
much.
guys. We'll
Thank you
see you.
guys.
Bye bye.